Hey ladies and gentlemen, this is Tough Tony here. I know it's been a while, but it's time for the review of TNA's, I believe, No Surrender that came on this past Sunday on September 11th. And might I say that this event pretty much impressed me. I really enjoyed the majority of the matches. Let's get it started. We start the night off with a number one contenders match for the X Division Championship. You have 40-year-old Kid Cash, another person signed from the WWE, is another person who signed that should be a fucking senior citizen almost. Like I always say, if you want to steal talent from your competition, please get younger guys. Kid Cash versus somebody named Jesse Sorrington. I don't know who the fuck that is. But anyway, this match was pretty good. Kid Cash looked okay. Kid for a 40-year-old guy. You know, he worked pretty well because I haven't seen Kid Cash in like ages. He works pretty well. Jesse Sorrington had a lot of modified maneuvers. He's kind of wrestles like Alex Riley. Kind of. A lot of modified high-impact maneuvers. Match was pretty solid. Kid Cash had the majority of the offense until Jesse started fighting back. Kid Cash tried to hit him. I don't know if he even tried to go for a dead level in this match. I don't remember. But Jesse went off a modified underhook. It looked kind of like a Falcon Arrow or one of those suplex face busters, double underhook. He went off of that. I give this match a 4.5 out of 5. This was a very good way to start off the event. Besides all that fucking ass kissing they did because of 9/11. And speaking of 9/11, did you know TNA on this period they couldn't really do anything for the military? You know how to give a military discount or have them do for free. For some reason they weren't able to do that this year. I don't know why. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but who knows. Next match you have Bully Ray. I always say Bubba. Bully Ray and James Storm. This is in the Final Four for the Bound for Glory World Championship Contendership Series. The only way for Storm to advance in this, as far as points go, is they had to win by a submission in order to get up and go against Bully Ray. What makes it so bad that everybody who is supposedly injured by Samoa Joe, like I thought it was going to be Crimson's time to shine, but it's TNA. Bully Ray stalls for the first couple minutes for this. He goes in and out the ring constantly. People started chanting Pussy Ray. I'm looking at I always write down little points I like to make. These aren't as scripted as my others. Still shooting from the hip, of course, but I just, write down my little points. Only in TNA. What makes me so fucking pissed about this is that only in TNA could Bully Ray be considered a top contender for a belt. And not just any belt, a world title. This guy, first, he shouldn't even be in TNA. Bully Ray should be buying a freaking ticket. This guy, they have nothing to do for the Dudleys for years. They give him one Mercy tag title. Then they ship him off to Japan. Never invite him back for when they do their big shows. What kind of fucking respect is that? For the most overrated tag team in history. And of course, I guess I said only in TNA could he be a world champion contender. But of course, in order to be a world champion in TNA, all you have to do is be 40 years old and from the WWE. Unfortunately, that's just how it goes. It's fucking bullshit, to say the least. But Bully Ray wins off disqualification. James Storm spit beer in his face, and the ref called it, and Bully Ray run off of disqualification. This was a pretty average match. I don't think it was worked as well as it could have been. The next match that was up was worked. The last two matches were worked very awesome. But this match gets a 3.5 out of 5. We have the Knockout Championship, the Women's Knockout Championship match. Mickie James versus winner. Again! For like the 4th time in 2 fucking months. And you know what? I'm not even gonna fucking bother. This match was exactly like the match they had at Hardcore Justice. The only difference is that Mickie James had a little bit more offense. And on top of that, Winter won the same fucking way that she won last month. She spit that blood or wine in her face, and Mickie James all of a sudden blinded and gets pinned. This is what I don't get. James Storm got disqualified for accidentally spitting beer and at the referee. Winter spit that spit that stuff in Mickie James. I'd say Mary James. Spit it in Mickie James' face right in front of the referee. At that, and no disqualification was cool. Man, fuck that. I give that match a 2.5 out of 5. Give it a 2.5. It was pretty cool. It was all right. It wasn't as bad as I rate the other ones. Next up, we have the Tag Team Championship match. Mexican America versus Devon and the Pope. Before I get started on it, I would like to say how untalented Mexican America is. Hernandez can't wrestle worth a shit. He's just as bad as Conan when it comes to in-ring work. And not to mention Anarchia, whatever the fuck his name. Don't even get me started on that guy or chick. Kind of looks like a bitch to me. But anyway, all the teams they have, Generation Me gets no title shots. Inc. doesn't get any title shots. Well, I know why Inc. isn't getting any title, because they trying to punish Shannon Moore for some dumb shit that the Hardys done. They're close, but come on, you got to fuck up my career because they fucking up their career? But anyway, I'm not even going to rate this match. I'm not even going to rate it. Because for partly, only watched half of it. It sucked. I can't stand watching those guys wrestle. I'm not even going to rate that one. So, I'm not even going to bother. It was shit. It was fucking shit. Next, we got Matt Morgan versus Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe finally being used. This is what I don't get. On the Bound for Glory shit, it says he's injured. But yet, Matt Morgan seemed pretty good to me. The wrestler Samoa Joe. That match, like I said, I'm mad that Samoa Joe has to lose all his matches, but at least Samoa Joe isn't straight up jobbing. He's jobbing, but he's not looking fucking embarrassing like they had him the last couple months ago. But this match was okay. Samoa Joe looked like classic Joe in this match. Did all of his old stuff, all of his high impacts. I missed the old Samoa Joe whooping ass. If it was a better promotion, Samoa Joe would have won this match. And I always thought Matt Morgan was shit, but Matt Morgan's coming into his own. Why? Because he's got time to develop his craft a little bit more. But my thing with this, like a couple months ago, he was in, like a year ago, he's like a top contender for the world title. And now, look, he's fucking mid-card. Oh, I know why. Because Matt Morgan's not old enough to be a world champion. He's pretty good. I mean, I'm not saying he draws that much fucking money. He probably does the majority of the people that they use. I know he probably draws more money than fucking Anderson does, but I give this match 5 out of 5. Matt Morgan won on his, of course. Samoa Joe missed the turnbuckle splash or whatever. He turned around, bicycle kicked him in the face. I give this match a 5 out of 5. Next up, we have Gunner versus Bobby Roode in the second Bound for Glory Championship. Man, I would have to say, this match, hands down, was the best match on the fucking card. Straight up. It was awesome. It was very physical. And it was like, you can feel that they wanted it. Like, you can sit there and you can actually get into the match. Because, you watch the main event and you get so fucking bored with it. It was awesome. They were both very physical. Gunner looked good. Gunner looked awesome. Bobby Roode, of course, looked awesome. These guys, and I wish TNA would use their mid-card a lot more. All these guys, in my opinion, should be in the fucking main event. They need to get rid of all these old farts and put these guys in the main event. Because if every match was like this, TNA would be a better promotion. It'd be a better fucking company. Oh, man. And James Storm managed to win off of a crippler cross. I mean, James Storm. Bobby Roode, I call him Robert Roode for some reason. Bobby Roode won off of a crippler cross race. He had him in a cross arm bar, and then I think he realized I'm ripping off of Alberto Del Rio. One thing I always said about Bobby Roode, he doesn't really have an original move set. Like, he pretty much rips off every major signature move that everybody in the WWE does. It doesn't matter. He's still pretty good. He still puts on better matches in TNA than Anderson. He puts on better matches than Sting. He puts on better matches than Kurt. And who doesn't have a better match than fucking Kurt? And then you figure, you go to Robert Roode and Bully Ray, supposed to be in the finals. And like I said, I give this match a 4.5 out of 5. It's a 4.5 out of 5 because I was thinking that, man, TNA is going to find some way to fuck this up. They will. Next up, we have the X Division Championship match. Brian Kendrick defends against Austin Aries. I think Austin Aries worked it out in his contract that he had to get a title or something. Don't worry, that's not alcohol. It's iced tea. Not the Long Island kind. It's Arizona. And Arizona tea is not alcoholic. Unless someone came up with a new version of a Long Island iced tea and called it Arizona tea. But anyway, we all knew that Brian Kendrick is a good worker. He's an awesome worker. We all know he was going to be a sacrificial lamb to Austin Aries. We all knew Austin Aries was going to wind up with that title sooner or later. This was a pretty decent match. Austin Aries, I believe he's probably one of the best Ring of Honor world champions when he was champ in 09 and everything. He was pretty awesome from 08 to 09. These guys worked pretty. Only thing, Austin Aries pretty much had an answer for everything Brian Kendrick did. Austin Aries looked awesome. I gave this match a 5 out of 5. I got a lot of 5 out of 5s. It's amazing. Kendrick tried to go for the sliced bread, and Austin Aries countered and then managed to hit him with a brain buster for the victory. New X Division champion. Next up, but I forgot to say, after Bobby Roode beat Gunner, Eric Bischoff came out and said, yo, the finals is going to be tonight. Because he thought they were both battered. He was battered enough to do it. But anyway, hold on for 1 second. My computer turned the fuck off. Bully Ray and Bobby Roode, man, I kind of had a little mental thing going on here, all for the simple fact that Bully Ray, Bully Ray is a world champion. I thought that TNA was going to fuck this up somehow, but this match was passion. If every match in TNA was like this, it would be a better company. Bully was chopping them. Roode wasn't feeling a damn thing. These guys went back and forth. They beat the holy gobs of shit out of each other. But you can see how they really wanted it. They worked it really well. You believed it. You believed that it was a match for all the marbles. You believed that these guys really wanted to win this match. And that's all you need in wrestling. You know it's fake, but it has to be believable. This match got a 5 out of 5 all the way down the board. All the way down the board. Roode won with a Batista-like spine buster and pinned Bully Ray. So now Bobby Roode is the #1 contender for Bound for Glory, which is going to be in Philadelphia. And guess what? I'm not fucking going. I ain't paying for no fucking TNA. I don't care if it is in my hometown. But I'll tell you what I did pay for. I'm going to Ring of Honor this Saturday the 17th, Hammerstein Ballroom, to see, what is it, Glory by Dishonor 9? Something like that. I have my tickets. I think that's what it is. As you know, they have so many Glory by Dishonors and Death from Dishonor or Glory by Honor, whatever. But I have 2 tickets, balcony seating. So, yeah, if you're there, let me know. Because I think it's going to be an awesome event. It's my first one going to New York. First time going to a wrestling event in New York, I should say. Next up, we have the world title match. Kurt Angle defends against Sting and Anderson. One word can describe this match. Well, actually, a couple words. Boring. Shit. Meaningless. Monotonous. Stupid. It's just, the main event does nothing for me in TNA. It's just so fucking boring. Sting, and that match ended, Hogan comes to the ringside, not ringside, he came behind the security wall, gave Sting like a thumb to the eye or something. Sting's supposed to be blinded, right? But Sting managed to be blinded, mind you, managed to roll back into the ring, grab the referee, and Kurt hits him with a low blow and turns it into an angle slam for the win. I hate TNA's main event. I really do. And the crowd was loud for every single match besides the Angelina match and maybe the Hernandez match. But it was so fucking quiet. Only time you heard something was when Kurt was popping German suplex. You know, that's the only thing he can do now. But that's where TNA is lacking. Their main event is just fucking lacking. I'll give this match a 3 out of 5. It's average. All in all, I give this whole event a 9.5 out of 10. This is probably the best TNA pay-per-view I've seen all year. Then you figure Bobby Roode gets a shot at the title. Oh, the poor son of a bitch. They gonna do all sorts of shit to him. They probably gonna have him with the title. Probably gonna bury him before he even grows. So, yeah. It's TNA. What we gonna do? This is Tough Tony, and I'm signing off, and I will see you all again later.